Hi guys, it's Georgia here from the YouTube channel The Vintage Vision. Welcome back to Haul Rocks. So in this video I'm going to be doing a kind of comparison and review of my 3 favourite drugstore foundations and my 3 favourite high street foundations. So let's go! So the first drugstore foundation I'm going to be talking about is the Bourjois Healthy Mix foundation. This is raved about a lot on YouTube and in the whole blogger world. This is a really light foundation. If you have good skin, then I would recommend this for you just because it's a really light coverage. If you have more problematic skin, I probably wouldn't advise it just because it's not really going to cover anything up. It's just kind of going to give you a nice finish on the skin. It's great for summertime if you just want something light. So it's got like a gel serum in with the foundation, so it just glides really nicely onto the skin. So it says that it's a radiant boosting foundation and anti-fatigue, so it's just going to give you that really radiant glow on your skin. I am in the shade light beige and this foundation retails for $9.99, which is pretty good for a drugstore foundation. So I really do recommend this foundation if you're going for more of a healthy glow, and this foundation smells really fruity as well. So a higher end foundation is Illamasqua's Light Liquid Foundation. This is actually fairly similar to the Bourjois Healthy Mix in the same sense that it's a really light coverage foundation. Again, I would recommend this if you've got kind of good skin. So this foundation balances and evens out any skin tone. It also glides on really nicely to the skin, and because of its light coverage it leaves more of a satin finish. And this is a foundation that I also use on a majority of my clients when I have makeup jobs, so I think it does really suit any skin tone as long as you powder over the top if you do have more oily skin. And so I am in the shade LF140. Next is another drugstore foundation, which is one of my favourites, and it is Revlon Nearly Naked Foundation. This is an amazing foundation if you don't want to look like you're wearing any makeup. It is light coverage, but it is really buildable, but you just really can't tell that you've got makeup on your face at all. I'm in the shade 150 Nude, and overall this foundation just leaves your skin looking flawless and natural. It blends in really well into the skin as well and just gives you a seamless finish. So I have dry to normal skin, and this really works amazing on my skin, but I also know people that have oily skin and they rave about the foundation just as much as I do, so I really think it's great for all different skin types. Okay, so a really similar foundation is MAC Face and Body Foundation. I've just got this in the smaller 50ml. I've got this in 4 different shades just because I have it in my makeup kit and I use it on literally every job I have. It works well on all different skin tones. It's also really buildable. It's a light coverage, but as I said, it is buildable, so you can build her up to a higher coverage. It's got quite a dewy finish on its own, so if you just want to matte it out, I'd recommend going over it with some powder. But if you really love that dewy look, it looks amazing with MAC Strobe Cream underneath, or if you just have a kind of dewy moisturiser, it will give you that really dewy, fresh look. It's also water resistant and it just has that real sheer natural look, and this retails at $21.50 for the 50ml. And I'm in the shade C3. So my favourite drugstore foundation that I own at the moment and I'm using every day is my Rimmel Wake Me Up foundation. This was raved about again in the YouTube and blogger world, and I had to give it a go, and I'm just in love with it. If you wake up in the morning and you really do want to look, you know, fresh and glowing, then this really will wake up your skin. It really does illuminate your skin and makes you look radiant and just gives you that all-round flawless glow. This is anti-fatigue with peptides, which I'm all for because in the morning, if you're looking tired, you just want to wake yourself up and just look like you're ready for the day. So overall, I just think this foundation is so worth it. It really does do what it says on the bottle. And this retails at $8.99, which is great for a foundation that's going to make you feel alive. It's really affordable as an everyday foundation if you don't want to spend too much money on one, and I just really recommend that you try it. So I'm in the shade Classic Beige 201. This is slightly dark for me at the moment just because I bought this in summertime, so I tend to mix this with a lighter foundation, or I'll wait till summer when I can just use it on its own. So the last high-end foundation that I have is NARS Sheer Glow. this is really popular in the makeup world, but I kind of have a love-hate relationship with it. I'm in the shade DeVille, and this coverage is amazing. If you want a good coverage, this is a foundation to pick up. It really just evens out your skin tone completely and just gives a gorgeous finish. The only thing is that although it's called Sheer Glow, I find it quite matte on my skin, and I'm not sure why. I do have dry to medium skin, so maybe I just need to moisturise a bit more before, but I don't feel like it really gives me a glowing finish, although I do know people that have got it and the skin is left amazing and glowy. So I'm not too sure why it doesn't agree with my skin, but if you're looking for coverage, this is amazing. This foundation is buildable, and it is just really illuminating on the skin, well, not on my skin, but on, on other people that I know's skin, and it just leaves a glowing finish. And this retails at £30.50, which is a lot more on the pricier side, but if you want to invest in a great coverage foundation with a gorgeous finish, then I would definitely give NARS Sheer Glow a go. Okay, so they are my favourite foundations from Drugstore and from High Street. I'd love to know what yours are from both ends, so please leave a comment down below, let me know which ones you love. I really hope you enjoy this video, so be sure to give it a big thumbs up if you did like it, and subscribe if you haven't already. Join me next time where I will be doing the Confessions of a Beauty Guru tag, and I'll see you next time. Bye guys.